Today we're going to take a look at the Land of Eem Deluxe Edition fantasy role-playing game. This thing is huge. 3 books, supplies, maps, GM screen, and more. The artwork is friggin' awesome. This is not a sponsored video, but Exalted Funeral did send me this review copy of this awesome box set. This is a huge box, and I'm not going to be able to get through all the gritty details today. But if you're interested in me expanding on anything within this box, let me know in the comments as you watch the video. Here's the core rulebook. Now, the game touts that it is a cross between Lord of the Rings meets the Muppets in this light-hearted fantasy tabletop role-playing game about exploration, discovery, and being creative. Speaking of Muppets, have you watched the latest episode of Dungeons and Puppets? Don't let that tagline fool you. There's plenty of crunch. I would say that there's way more crunch in this than there is in a game like Shadow Dark. So I would call it mid-crunch. Nice use of the leaf pages right here, giving you quick reference rules. This is designed and written by Ben Costa and James Parks. And the cover art is by Justin Gerard. And man, I just really love this art style. And yeah, I gotta check this guy out a bit more. Now this book, and I believe the other ones, come with a ribbon marker. So they spared no expense here. Gets into the basics, what the game is about, the setting, etc. The dice mechanics are a D12 plus skill modifier, and then you compare that to a success chart. 1 to 2, complete failure. 3 to 5, failure with a plus. 6 to 8, succeed with a twist. 9 to 11, succeed. And 12, complete success. Takes use of advantage and disadvantage. The attributes are Vim, which represents your character's charisma, Vigor, which is your physical presence and prowess, Knack represents your PC's cunning, dexterity, and stealthiness, Know-how represents the PC's knowledge, wisdom, and resourcefulness. So I like how it boils down the 6 normal stats that we typically see into 4. And then there are what they call stats: courage, attack, defense, quest points, and inventory slots. There are skills related to the different abilities. The Vim skills are charm, metal, inspire, perception. And each one has their own list of skills that go with the different ability scores. Then we have the classes: the Bard, the Dungeoneer, the Gnome, and that's leaning into that OSR feel of race is class. The Knight Errant, the Loyal Chum, and the Rascal. Gets into character creation here, and all the different perks, abilities, etc. And then as you level up, what you get. Looks like it goes all the way to level 10. And level 10 is definitely the sweet spot for me. I don't really like going over that in my personal games, though I have plenty of times. So here are the different folk that you can be, all the way from a human to a gelatinous goo, an imp, or a wug. And it gets and goes into detail of all of those folk. I like the idea of folk rather than ancestry or bloodline or anything like that. It just gives a very homely vibe. And that's what this game is all about. So it gets into your equipment, armor, coins, economy, special services and vendors, mundane items, etc. Now, it has a wonderful crafting section, a formula for that, whether it's mundane items, alchemy, or even cooking, which I kind of really dig. How to find components and what they might be, gathering materials, picking herbs, hunting, and fishing. Where the components might be found in the setting that is provided. I love this, the beast components like the Muckland bat wing. Description: stubby, leathery bat wings with furry joints. Recipes: you can use it for alchemy, a silence powder, crafting, a bat weave cloak or wingspan cloak, and it can be found in the Quagmarsh, or used to be forest. They do it for a lot of things: elemental components, fish components, herb components, alchemy recipes. There's pages of this. Crafting. And then gets into adventuring. This game is not combat centered, but there is a section on combat in here. Adversaries, which is your introductory bestiary. And monster stats and what they've got going on. And the pages are nice and thick. A lot of quality here. For the game master, creating adventures, running conflicts, combat encounters, and then pages of random tables. Tons of them. And has specific for different areas within the main setting. There's a starting adventure of Wally's Waffles and Rats, which basically takes you through how to run an adventure. An index and end pages here. Now that's just the first book. Friggin' awesome. So let's peruse what else is in this box set. Bestiary, Volume 1. Obviously, with a name like that, they're planning on more of these books. Making awesome use of the end pages here, and tons of creatures throughout, alphabetized, and ready for you to get into all the gritty and nitty-gritty details. Here's a cool ribbon marker. I love the whimsical art here. Definitely has that Muppety vibe. A Dorgon. Very cool. Gotta have your dragon. Fungools. A ghost. A Gelpy. I mean, they put a ton of energy and time designing this. It must have taken many, many years. And then to see it come to light has probably got to be a dream come true for these guys. So really, really, really cool. So pages and pages and pages. 199 pages of content here. And this is how they categorize these adversaries, creatures, critters, and creepers. Very cool. Now this boy is thick. This is the campaign setting, the Muckland sandbox campaign setting for the Land of Eem. It's something over 400 pages here. 429 pages of content for you to never run out of anything to do within the Mucklands. There's a map on the inside leaves there, and then it is hexed out. The different areas are the Drippy Downs, the Fleabag County, the Quagmash, River Country, Scalawag Strand, used to be Forest. Within each one of those, it breaks down the different areas in between, goes into lore and culture, factions, and minor factions. This gets into the Drippy Downs, gives you your central conflicts, gets into the different settlements and the people of interest, possible quests, etc. Some of the towns, they provide a map. This is the town of Dunk, and it has its key right here. And then gets into everything you need to know about Dunk. The districts, what's going on, toll rules, rumors, outbound rumors. And then details each area. Boulder Hill, the Iron Halberd, Tashin's Rations. If you need to fuel up for a long quest, Tashin's Rations is the place to go. First Bridge. Man, this thing is chock full of amazing stuff. NPCs and vote bottomless harangue. Whatever you believe, so do I. Sounds like most politicians. And then gets into the next site. So on and so forth. There's a awesome green ribbon. There is so much in this. It is ridiculous. I mean, I've only flipped through that much of the book. Beelzebub. That's an awesome town name. What else is in here? I'm just going to get through. Junktown. This is such an awesome map. Oh my gosh. Quests. Detailing of hexes and what's going on there and who might be around there and the factions and oh my gosh. Such a cool, I don't know, it's just crazy value here. Now, there's much of the same. If you want to look at more of this book and want me to get into any specific details, let me know in the comments. Now, this is an adventuring supply box that's on the inside. It is a dice box with these wonderfully oversized dice. Very cool. And it's got something inside of the dice. I can't really tell what it is, but at any rate, big dice. Here's some normal sized dice right there for comparison. There's the D12s right there, D20s, so on and so forth. So you can see that it's looks like it's about 22 millimeter or so are these dice. And then it also comes with some meeples. I think this is a thing, but they seem like wood. They've got pictures of different characters that you could be and use these as your counters or whatever for the map that's provided, and we're going to take a look at that next. Very cool. The Mucklands map. Now, this is a board game style map that opens up. Thick cardboard, so hopefully it will sustain many years of use. Let's see how it opens up here. This thing is huge, wonderfully laid out, shows you all the different hexes that are there and the land for you to go adventure in. Man, they really spared no expense here. So awesome. Here's the Game Master screen with some amazing art on the front side, as you can see. I really love this art and aesthetic. And this is from the main cover artist, even though the bestiary is not the same artist. It's just, I don't know, it's such a cool vibe that this artist is putting off. And then on the inside, you have your charts and graphs. And what's interesting is I do the same thing with different colors for different sections on my own Game Master screens. And it really helps me know exactly where I'm going to be looking to get the information that I want. And that could be just like ADHD brain, and it's just way easier to sort everything out per panel. This is a 3-panel. Landscape style. Then it comes with some advertisements, and this was actually on the inside of the box that was cellophane showing you what you get in the box. There's a series of books that leans into the setting so you can really get what their vision is for what's going on. More than enough to adventure for years and years. Oh my goodness. So cool. Now this huge box set goes for $150, and I think that is a steal. If you are looking for a cozy adventure and game, get yourself and pick up Land of Eem. And I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Again, mid-crunch and enough for you to go off of for years of gaming. Let me know if you want me to go deeper on any of the material in this box set. I could go through each book by themselves in a bit more detail so that you really get a grasp of what the Land of Eem is all about. All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Agranak Studios today, and we'll see you on the next one. Later!